Welcome back. We are talking about how to create a successful balance of work and life and all the things that come in between, right? We're talking to 3 gynecologists, Dr. Mironda Williams, Dr. Greene, and Dr. Deanna Guthrie. They all have been working together for many years now and have watched each other and learned some lessons from each other, right? I have to imagine the two of you learned a lot watching Dr. Greene tag in and out on the sports and the school and all of the activities and still showing up for the practice. What was that like for you, and how hard was it on the days when you said, I'm just not going to be able to make the work thing? The family thing has to be the priority this time.
It's interesting because, as Mironda said, we often feel like we have to do everything. And I had to really give myself permission not to feel that way, which is hard. Because you wake up in the morning and you have a plan, and when you're an obstetrician, that plan doesn't always go according to program.
Right.
You know, the baby might be in labor, but can I go in and see the baby and also get my kids to school? Or if someone's in labor when I'm at the game, am I going to have to leave the game and, you know, call my husband? And because I had 2 kids that often did 2 different things.
They were in 2 different fields.
They were 2 different fields.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it meant relying on friends to say, okay, if I have to leave because I've got to go to the hospital, then can you take, you know, one of my children home?
Right.
And I would calculate how far away it was most of the time so I could figure out how much time I had
you were
to get
going to need if you got the call.
Exactly.
And then let's talk about what happens when the kids, and they never mean any harm, but it's that you're not going to be able to come. Talk to the moms and the dads who deal with the...
It feels bad. I mean, it does feel bad. I felt like I needed to be at 2 places at once all the time. And when they're younger, you know, it was like, okay, Mom, so you're coming? Okay, Mom, so you're coming?
Oh, right, because now you know you've got to.
I know I've got to be there.
Not be there.
You know? And so you have to let go of some of the guilt. And even now, I ask my children who are now 19 and 22, you know, did you feel bad when I wasn't there? No, Mom, you had to work.
Right.
But I don't think they understand that now, but I really can't say they understood that then. And so I did feel like I was missing out. I feel like I missed out a lot of the moments. And so I just had to give myself the permission to say, it's okay.
And it's okay to get some help inside the home, right?
It is.
Who decided, listen, I'm not cleaning all this up and folding all this laundry. I'm going to get some help, guilt-free.
Guilt-free. Guilt-free, my husband made the suggestion that we get a cleaning person to come in, you know, every other week. And at the time, I was like, well, okay, I guess I could do that myself, but that meant all day Saturday or all day Sunday or whatever day that I had to fit it in, because again, with a call schedule, you have to fit everything in, and that doesn't always work. So if there's someone doing it for you, then maybe that day you actually have time to go to the game or spend time with your friends.
And I think it speaks to the importance of picking what is going to be a priority. Some folks might say, oh, I don't have the money for that. But can you budget accordingly for that peace of mind? For peace of mind with you, Dr. Guthrie, what does that look like as you are managing being in this generation of women who are taking care of our parents?
So again, a lot of guilt there too. I'm doing the best to keep my mom in her home. And so it's whether or not should she live with me, but my home has too many stairs and you know, that sort of thing.
And so, they want to maintain their independence and you want to support that.
Yes, exactly. And so right now I have a caregiver who lives in with my mom, but then, you know, trying to get there during the week and on the weekends and, you know, it's just tough. It's tough. And when I have, you know, I haven't really been anywhere away for a long period of time because...
Really? How long has it been since you've had a good long vacation?
This summer I got to go...
For all 3 of you. Too long.
Yes, for her.
This summer I got to go to 2 places, and one was a weekend and then one was a week. And
oh yeah, baby, we need to get, okay, so we take it, y'all gonna work on that, right?
We've been working on that.
We've still been working on that. Boundaries.
Yes.
You say that's why it's important to set some boundaries, even for your own, what you will and won't do, and say yes or no to, right?
Yes, exactly. And I think, you know, as a single woman, no children, what was happening a lot, and I think Deanna can probably speak to this as well, is people assume that, oh, you're single, so you can do X, Y, Z. And so, but no, we can't, you know, because my time for my personal development, my rest, my restoration is important. And that also led us into why we made certain changes with our practice, was being able to set up boundaries in our practice. So we went from doing OBGYN to just gynecology so that we could focus. We went from a 5-day work week to a 4-day work week. Again, to allow us and our staff, because we realized that all of our staff members are women, we are all trying to juggle everything.
Right, right.
So we all need to have time to reset and to set boundaries so that we can have personal care. I realize, just like Karen talked about, sticking with their calendar and schedule, we had to structure our work environment so that we could schedule time for ourselves to set the boundaries and take care of us.
When we return, I understand one of you has a color coordinated schedule. I need to hear all about this. And right, and you two are like, and she's good at it, but you've got some other strategies as well. For those of us who are color coordinated challenged when it comes to schedules, right? Conversation continues when we return. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.